Hello everybody, a bit of something different for you today, a bit of a toolbox tour. In this episode we're going to be looking at what I keep in my tractor serviceman's toolkit. Sorry about the wobble, you are hands-free, just while I give you the overview. It's pretty tired, but it's the only one of its kind that I've seen, apart from in old catalogue pictures. So that's the rough overview, and I'll take you through the contents drawer by drawer. On the top I just keep my metric, imperial and Torx keys and my little record number 11 anvil and the recent acquisition tin. So I'll give you a tour through the box, hope you enjoy. To get started on the toolbox tour, I just want to show you this very nice advert I picked up from Autocar magazine, 1954. There is my toolbox, there is the spanner everyone knows and loves. Isn't that fabulous? Right, and I'll get started on a drawer. Start with drawer 1. This is a heavy drawer. So, Abingdon was started around about 1867. So there's styles from various ages in this drawer, but pick out some of my favourites. I think number 1 has to be the chrome presentation pouch. Little 3-incher, that's fabulous. Tooladic Ben picked up one of these, but I've got one first. That's one thing I'd have acquired before Ben. Speaking of Ben, I got this specialty radio army issue, I think King Dick, which was just had a bit of shelf wear, never been used, but improperly stored. But isn't that cool with the flanges? These of the common ones, which this style is, the biggest one is definitely the least common, followed by the little 3-incher, and then the in-between sizes are reasonably common, especially in the UK. Not so much in the States. This one's a post office, 1974. Another interesting one is this one here, which was a Guess the Price prize from Ben, lucky number 7. Need to get round to that. Let's see. Here's another army example with the broad arrow and the thinned jaws for fitting it in tighter spaces. And here is the first King Dick I ever found. And this one, I know it's a proper pit monster. This one I dug up, and it does work. You should have seen it. If you think it's bad now, it was pretty appalling. Yeah, this one was dug up, so it's not rusty anymore. It's just as it was recovered. So I'll keep that in there with all the other ones. But that's kind of special. There's the recently acquired Imposter. Now, I'll show you what my dream item for this drawer is. For those lucky enough, you could buy all of the spanners in a nice set. Now, won't they be lovely to own? This is the adjustable spanner book. A Bible for people who buy spanners, I suppose. So that's drawer 1. We'll move on to another drawer. This is drawer number 2. So we've got 2 hook spanners. British made. The company's still in business, which is nice. Not many British manufacturers are really, or they've moved overseas. More standard adjustable style. A girder style King Dick made in England. Girder. So a bit of a crossover. The early Echo from the Abingdon Echo Limited, which is quite a tinny adjustable. I don't think it'd hold up to half the abuse your standard King Dick would, but this is lovely. Got this off Tool Addict Ben. It's nice, isn't it? And then these are your auto wrenches. King Dick and King Dick. They also made specialty Ford ones with a sump key on the bottom. That was of the standard style. Right, on to the next one. Now this is a slightly bigger drawer, so I'm struggling to get it all in picture. But I'll show you. This is mainly for my ratchets. Now this design is some kind of aluminium alloy. And I've got all the sizes, which is a nice little set to have. But this is my favourite. It's between this big one, which is 3/4. That makes a hell of a clunk. And the little 1/4 inch example. But these weigh absolutely nothing. Yeah, I think they were first designed for the aircraft industry. Not particularly rare, you just don't normally see them in the full set. This is a refrigeration one, which isn't aluminium. And then I've got 2 pipe wrenches, which have a lovely recess here. And nice deep lettering. For as pipe wrenches go, it's quite nicely marked. This one I picked up from the boot sale, and this big one was bent like a banana, but Jim from Hand Tool Restoration straightened it out and sent it to me. He's a good one. And then we have this wonderful 1/4 inch King Dick socket set with another one of those little 1/4 inch ratchets that are so tasty. And everything's there, the little Tommy bar, full set of sockets, wobble extension. It's a lovely little set. It combines my love of these ratchets and my love of small socket sets, so I'm very happy to have that. I got that from a good friend. On to the next drawer. Now this drawer I must apologise for. It's the bottom drawer of the toolbox, and if you have a toolbox you know the bottom drawer is where all the random junk ends up. All of this stuff is yet to be sorted, so I've got King Dick nut drivers, double box ends, specialty spanners such as this Army offset, this flat obstruction wrench. But I also have this lovely set of original Whitworth spanners in the metal clip. So that's the bottom drawer of random stuff yet to be sorted. And to finish, I'll show you the contents of the top, which is mainly a couple of little socket sets. This is what lives in the top of the box. Starting with this fabulous little oiler. This is a Lucas seat pillar oiler. These are quite collectible. So it has a little button you press down to let out the oil. And a lovely form. It's like a 1960s spaceship or something. It's fabulous. They're quite collectible. Not the most common. Usually you see the round banjo style oilers. But this would have been for a motorcycle toolkit or something, because it's quite small. But I do like that. And then I keep a couple of socket sets in here. We'll start with this CK one. Just a small set. 5 pieces Whitworth, well 5 sockets Whitworth. And a nice little ratchet. You'd expect the letters to have worn off by now, so it's quite a nice little set. It's amazing how few tools you got in a socket set. Now they're filled with 9 million screwdriver bits and 4 of the same spanner and all sorts. So that's a nice little set. Be good for if you had an old Land Rover. This King Dick set, which is assorted. So when I get a random bit of King Dick, I just plonk it in this box, and when I've got a full set, I'll tidy it up and keep that all together. Serial numbered, so that was probably an army one, yeah, 1984. This one you might remember from a previous video, the silent grip, which, whilst it is interesting, it doesn't make a nice clicking noise, so loses points for that. If a ratchet doesn't make a nice click, it's a no-go. There is also the silent grip Apollo. I'm sure they did a larger set than that, but I think they only made the 2 sets. This is a lovely little set. This is SK from America. Little 1/4 inch set. This is with your little breaker bar and an extra bar to turn it into a T-bar. And I like these, the 8-point socket. When you're dealing with old stuff, they're a godsend for the old square nuts. SK 3/8. It's got knurling, so it can only come out one way, which is nice. So that is the King Dick Toolbox. Hope you've enjoyed this video, something a bit different. Please tell me what your favourite part was, and I'll do a tour of the Britool one next, if you like. See you on the next one. Bye.